In this class, we will discuss about question number 9, exercise 9.1, some applications of trigonometry. So, we studied some applications. Now, what about this question? This is what? The angle of elevation. What? The angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower. So now in this question we are having one building. What we are having? We are having one building and one tower. Observe two things, 2 points we are having, one building and one tower. So height of tower will be more than the building. So BC is what? Tower. BC is what? Tower. And AD is what? AD is what? BC is tower and AD is what? Building. So in the first sentence of this question, what is the given? The angle of elevation of the top of building. This is the building and its top is what? This D point. This is the top of building. The angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. This is the tower. Tower top is this point and its foot is what? This point. Foot of the tower is what? B point. And from the foot of the tower, angle of elevation. What? From this point, angle of elevation of top of a building is what? 30 degree. It is given in the question. Observe again. From the foot of the tower, angle of elevation of a top of a building will be what? 30 degree. It is given in the question. Clear? Now, the angle of elevation of the top of tower, angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building. Now, foot of the building is this point. This AD is what? Building. So its foot is what? This one. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower. Angle of elevation of the top of the tower. Top of the tower is this point. What? Top of the tower is this point. Its angle of elevation from the foot of the building is what? 60 degree. Clear? So we are having two things. One is building, one is tower. In the first sentence, we are having angle of elevation of the top of a building, angle of elevation of the top of a building from a foot of a tower. Foot of the tower is what? 30 degree. And second sentence, we are having the angle of elevation of the top of the tower. Top of the tower is this point. Its angle of elevation from the foot of the tower, what? From the foot of the building is what? 60 degree. This is the foot of the building and it is the top of the tower. Its elevation from the foot of the building is what? 60 degree. This thing is given in the question. If the tower is 50 meter high, the height of the tower is what? BC is the tower and its height is what? 50 meter. Clear? This is what? Tower. This is tower. And height of this tower is 50 meter. And AD is what? Building. It is given as find the height of the building. We want to find the what height of the building will be what? We want this one. Clear? We want to find height of the building. Clear? So, how we will find the height of this building? Building we assumed what? AD is what? Building. So, we want this height. So, once we observe this diagram, we are having the two right triangles. One is ABD, clear? And another right triangle is what? BAC. So, this one is one right triangle and another one is what? This one. We will use both the right triangle and we will find the height of the building. So first we should be assume for the both right triangles, base 1 AB is what? Distance. AB is what? Distance between foot of the building and foot of the tower, and this distance is what we assumed as x. Clear? So AB we assumed equal to x. Now in right angle triangle ABD, this right triangle we are considering first, and in which we are having acute angle 30 degree and its opposite angle having height of the showing what height of a building, and it is we assumed as a h. H is what? Height of a building. Let AB equal to x and h is height of a building, and we can write AD. AD is what? Building height, and we want this one, we assumed this one is not AB, this is AD. What? This is AD, and AD we assumed what? We assumed AD equal to h meter. Clear? AB is the distance between foot of a building to foot of a tower. We assumed this as x, and we assumed tower height we are having in the question. So we assumed the height of a building is what? AD. Height of a building we assumed AD, and this is what? This is h we assumed. Clear? Now in the right angle triangle ABD, once we take this right triangle 30 degree, it is a what? Angle of reference, acute angle. Its opposite side will be perpendicular and its adjacent side is what? Base. So in this right triangle we are having perpendicular and base values. So we will use tangent theta. So tangent 30 degree will be perpendicular upon base. Its opposite side will be perpendicular and its adjacent side will be what? Base. So perpendicular will be what? AD, and base will be what? AB. So what we can say? Tangent 30. For this right triangle, tangent 30 will be this side upon this side. Clear? So AD upon AB. We assumed AD is what? Height of the building. Height of the building we assumed as h. So we can write AD equal to h, and AB is what? Distance between both the foots. Clear? So what we can say? This is what? X. So tangent 30 value is what? 1 upon square root of 3 equal to h upon x. Clear? AD we assumed as a height of a building h, and AB distance between both points, foot of the building and foot of a tower, we assumed as a what? X. So we can say AB equal to x. So after solving we are getting h equal to, h can be written as x upon square root of 3. This is equation number 1. Observe what we are doing. Simple. First we are considering this right triangle, or in this triangle we are having perpendicular and base, so we will use what? Tangent theta, and we are using this one and we are getting one relation, h equal to x upon square root of 3. Clear? Now we are considering this right triangle BAC. This right triangle we are considering for the 60 degree acute angle. Its opposite side BC will be the perpendicular and its adjacent side AB will be the base. So we will use tangent theta. Tangent 60 degree will be what? BC upon AB. Okay. Its opposite side, this one will be what? Perpendicular, and its adjacent side will be what? Base. So BC is given in the question, and tangent 60 value is what? Tangent 60 is square root of 3. Clear? Tangent 30 degree is 1 upon square root of 3, but tangent 60 degree is what? Square root of 3. BC is the height of tower. It is given in the question. What? 50 meter divided of AB. AB we assumed as x, so we will write x. So only one variable we are having. Solve for the x. So x can be written as what? 50 upon square root of 3 meter. This is what? Distance between foot of the building to foot of the tower. So distance between both points is what? X, and we find what? This is what? 50 upon square root of 3 meter. But we want what? Height of the building. We want this height. So once we put this value x equal to this one in the equation number 1, then we can find the value of h. So what we can say? This this will be, we can write equation number 2, putting the value of, we can say putting the value of x from equation 2 to equation 1. What we are doing, we obtain the value of x. Now we require the find, we want what, height of the building. So height of building, we assumed what, height of building is what, h. This is the height of the building and h we assumed. So we are putting this value in this equation. Then what we are getting, observe, once we put this value there, then h equal to what, value of x is 50 upon square root of 3 into, in the denominator already we are having square root of 3. Clear? X is what, this one, and the denominator we are having square root of 3. So we are getting this one. Once we solve, what will be this one, h will be the 50 upon 3 meter. This will be the height. Now solve this one. This is the what, improper fraction. This is the improper fraction. So this one can be converted into the what, mixed fraction. So how we will convert in the mixed fraction, h can be written as, one time it is going, divide 50 from 3. So what we are getting, one time it is going, 2 is remaining, 6 times, 6 3 is 18. So what is the remaining, 2 upon 3. So 16 is the complete whole number and 2 upon 3 will be the fraction part, and this will be what, meter, and this will be what, height of building. So what we can say, this will be the height of the building. Tower height we are having what, 50 meter, but height of the building will be this one, 16 and 2 upon 3. Clear? This is the mixed fraction. So observe again, easy one. What we are doing, in the question we are having angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. So we are having one building or one tower. Clear? Now angle of elevation of the top of a building, angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of a tower, foot of the tower is this one. So angle of elevation top of the building from the foot of tower is what, 30 degree, and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is this one, its angle of elevation from the foot of the building is what, 60 degree. These things we are having in the question. One thing is also there, height of the tower is 50 meter. So what will be the height of building we want? So we are having two right triangles, this one and this one. We will apply, we assumed this one as a x and this will be the height. Then tangent theta we will use and find the ratio formula. Then we are getting this equation. Again in this triangle, again we are using tangent theta and getting x value. X value means this AB, distance between foot of the building to foot of the tower, we are getting x. We obtain, we are putting this value in this equation and solving, we are getting what will be the height, 50 upon 3 meter. In the decimal we can convert. Once we divide 50 from 3, then we can convert into decimal. This will be what, mixed fraction. So we obtain height of the building. I hope you understand this question. That's all about this question. Thank you so much.